Hello everyone, it's your girl so spicy sex girl. So today on Sex Matters, we're going to be talking about sex during menstrual flow. Some people call it menstruation, some people call it period, people call it different names for different reasons, yeah? But today we're going to be talking about sex during menstruation. A lot of times, people, when you say the word menstruation, a lot of people put it in that phase of, oh, dirty, smell, blood, I hate it, I don't want it. Yes, I get it. But hey, sometimes when you're married and what happens when your spouse is in the mood and wants to have sex, and hey, you are just not in the mood for sex, right? What happens at that point? What goes wrong? Yeah. So I'm here to let you know that having sex during menstrual flow is very safe. Yes, very, very safe, medically safe. When I say the word safe, what do I mean by the word safe? Having sex during your menstrual flow, it's safe if and when you're having sex with just one person, which is supposed to be your husband or your wife. Yeah, best known to me that a couple should know their medical status. So having sex during menstrual flow, it's very safe for that person, that person you trust, for your spouse. Yeah, I'm not saying pick up any girl on the road but hey, it's okay. Now, today I'm going to tell you advantages and disadvantages of having sex during menstrual flow. Why do I have to have sex during my menstrual flow? Why can't I wait another 3 to 4 days? Yeah, no. So the first thing I need you to understand is a lot of people believe that during menstruation you can have sex and then you won't get pregnant. Error. Auntie, listen carefully. Yeah, if you do have sex during menstrual flow, there is a small probability, yes, there is a probability you might get pregnant. So if you think, oh, because I'm shedding out blood, I can't get pregnant, I hear you. Go and ask those who got pregnant during menstrual flow. Yeah, it is said to be very rare, but sometimes it happens during menstrual flow. Now, a lot of women get into the mood. Yeah, a lot of women get horny, a lot of women get wet during this phase. Some start to get horny before their menstrual flow, some get horny during their menstrual flow, some get horny after the menstrual flow. So it depends on what category you belong to. Yeah, but whatever category it is that you belong to, yeah, for those who get horny during menstrual flow, hey, good news, it is fine to have sex during your menstrual flow. There are no stories about it. There is no, oh, this is bad, no, this is good, oh, this is blah blah blah. It's okay to have sex during your menstrual flow. Now, one thing I also need you to understand is sex during menstrual flow can be messy. Yes, sex during menstrual flow can be messy if not well taken care of. Now, it can be messy in the sense that at that point you're bleeding, and so it's expected to see blood. Yeah, sometimes you might get to see clumps of red or brown blood, which is fine. But there are ways to reduce sex being messy. Okay, so the first sex position that works during menstrual flow is the missionary position. Now, the missionary position in the sense that the woman is facing up, and this way puts her back on the bed, and then the blood can go back. Another way to help it feel better is probably put a pillow underneath her ass or a towel. Yeah, this would be of help to help move her ass up. It's advisable to make use of towels. Now, reason why we advise towels or wrapper or whatever it is you want to use, because those can help take in the blood, and when this takes in the blood, it doesn't affect the bed sheets. You don't want to mess up your shit. Yeah. Now, one thing I also need to understand is sex during menstrual flow might be very fantastic. A lot of women end up you might like it a lot if you give it a trial. Yeah, for you to have sex during menstrual flow, and you don't want it to be messy at all. Yeah, I get it. You don't want mess. You don't want to see it in the shower. Now, what the shower does is, whether you're penetrating or you're coming out, the water washes it away, so you end up not seeing or smelling or doing anything. Now, the major issue with sex during menstrual flow, it's not the spouse, is the person who is actually menstruating. A lot of women get they get agitated, they get worried that, oh, how would they feel? Oh, they themselves feel messed up. Yeah, aside the fact that maybe the husband wants to have sex with her during menstrual flow. And we have a lot of married men who just say, hell no, don't even take me there. I don't even want to smell, I don't want to even see it. I tell you one good thing about sex during menstrual flow. Sex during menstrual flow will help your spouse have a better menstrual flow. Sometimes, or most times, what it does is it helps reduce the number of days the blood would come out. Yeah, sometimes it also help reduce menstrual cramps for those who have pain during sex. I usually advise, if you're for those who have pain during menstruation, I usually advise them to have sex before, probably a day or that very day when it starts. You have sex, and it helps you reduce the menstrual cramp. Take it or leave it, it works perfectly. Sometimes sex during menstruation helps take and clear away headaches. Yeah, people don't know this, but it does a whole lot of good to the body, aside the fact that it might be messy. Yeah. For those who get horny during menstruation, it's okay to have sex. There are no rules to it. Yeah, there are no, you can't have sex because you're on a period, it's gonna do this, it's not, there is no reason to be worried, there's no reason to be scared. It's fantastic, it's okay. Anybody can have sex during the menstrual flow. The first day of menstrual flow, the estrogen in the woman and the testosterone in the woman usually come low. Yeah, they come low, which is normal. But hey, by the third day it starts to rise. Reason why some women become horny after these days. Yeah, some women become horny after the menstrual flow, some become horny by the third or the fourth day, and hey, they just can't help it. And then there's always this thing about the swelling of the vagina as well. Testosterone and estrogen tend to rise on day 3, which now makes it some women get horny and get in the mood. It's not the fact that you just want to have sex, it's because of the fact that, hey, these two hormones are already rising up back from being low, which it was at the 1. Now, another thing you can do for those who get horny during menstrual flow is, it's not a must you do the penetrative sex. Yeah, there are a lot of things you can do in sex aside penetration. I always say penetration is not the real sex. Yeah, you can do your foreplay, you can do a whole lot of things. So you can have your tampon on, you can have your menstrual cup on. Now there's something called menstrual cup. This helps takes the blood, and then you just bring it out and trash the blood, like wash it off. Yeah, if you don't want to use the pad or the tampon. Now when you have the menstrual cup in, it could be made of silicone or latex. There are 2 different types of a menstrual cup. Yeah, it's just something, it's very easy to insert, taking blood and then trash. It's very reusable, and so you don't have to trash it. Yeah. Now when you use these things, probably the tampon and the menstrual cup or the menstrual cup, your spouse could do a whole lot of things, play more with just your clit without going into the vagina itself where the blood is coming out from. Yeah, you can have sex, you can do a lot of romance. Yeah, so you just have to stay away from fingering, you have to stay away from penetration for those who don't like. But hey, if you're okay with it, why not? Now, sex during menstrual flow is very good because, hey, at this point you won't need a lubricant. Trust me. The blood itself, it's the lubricant you would need, because the vagina is naturally wet already due to the blood. So it's like an easy slide in, easy slide out. Very enjoyable. For some men, it makes them go crazy because the walls are very soft and fluffy. The vagina has risen like a very fresh baked bread. And so it's very easy. You feel the softness of the vagina when you go in and out during menstrual flow. Now, another thing you can make use of is the female condom. The female condom is very usable. Female condom helps reduce the blood flow. So when you use a female condom, it's easy for him to penetrate without so many blood, or without too much blood staining everywhere, or even staining his penis. Some men don't even want to see blood, let alone touching their penis. So it's fine. Hey, it's okay. Nobody says you should do it. But hey, for those who can make use of a female condom, goes a lot. For those who have sex during menstruation and don't want to get pregnant, please use protection. Don't be too sure that nothing can happen. The sperm is said to live in a woman within 3 to 5 days. So in case your ovulation bumps in within those 3 days, you're your own, because pregnancy is sure for you. And some people just wondering, oh, how come I got pregnant? I'm not supposed to be pregnant. You are pregnant because the sperm was in you when your ovulation started. And so, hey, I'm coming to eat, right? It doesn't matter. So make use of protection if and when you know you're not ready to have a baby and you want to have sex during protection. But yes, you already have your family planning put in place, it's okay. fire on. Now let's talk about the advantage of having sex during menstruation. Yeah, number one, it helps lubricate the vagina. You don't need, like I said, you don't need lubricant. You're fantastic. You're good to go. You're okay in and out. You know, no thing about I'm too dry, I get dry. Hey, for all of you who get dry normally during menstruation, is the best time to show that you don't get dry, because hey, you're naturally wet. That's one. Number two is some people get orgasm. You know, when you get orgasm during menstrual flow, it makes it easy because it helps reduce the menstrual cramps for on a woman's body. It relieves them of pain, and so hey, orgasm during menstrual flow, it's a way to go for healing process. Trust me. Like also number three, he helps shorten the period length, the length of the menstruation. You don't have to do 7 days. Sometimes it can be really like 5 days or 4 days, whatever it is, based on the way he whatever it is. Hey, another thing you need to understand is sex during menstrual period might actually not be gross as you think until you try it. Hey, never say never. If you haven't tried that, then don't complain about those of us who do it or those of them who do it. Yeah, until you try it out, do not say anything bad about it. Trust me. Now, another thing it does is it helps create a greater intimacy. You get a love and feel, because hey, at this point you have seen it all, the smell, the dirt, everything. Hey, so what else is there to lose? What is there to lose? There's nothing. So when you talk about marriage, when you talk about love, why not? If not, that's your spouse, isn't it? So one disadvantage of sex during menstruation is easy. It's a very high risk of sexual disease for a spouse who have 1 or 2 sexual disease. It is a very high risk. So if you don't trust, if you're not sure, do not take that risk, please. Like I said, use protection. And on this note, I said you have a fantastic day. Love you all till I come back next time on this channel. Be safe and have loads and loads of sex. I remain your one and only Soul Spicy Sex Cadet. See you. Bye for now.